So the today topic is destructing of props and state in React. So we will describe how can destruct the props and the state in React. So basically destructing means that you have to break the props and state as per use. Okay. So basically props and state are the object. Okay. So you don't have to write that object more than once. So for that, you have to break that one into your custom variables and store the whatever you have required in your bindings. So we saw it by the example. So we open the tablet for the demo. So here you can see we will start React with TypeScript. Okay. So basically, I will zoom it. Okay. It's the incognito mode, so I will just close this down and will start the another without incognito mode. Uh, I will just stop sharing and will share the next window. Okay. Okay. So window it will show share. Okay. So here we will start with the stepwells.com. Okay. Now we will take the React TypeScript version in the project. Okay, now we will discuss the what is destructing. So basically, let's see. We have a sample class component here in which we have a single state. Now in this state, I will define 2 or 3 more variables like x, which value is 2. Let's suppose y value is 5, grade value is 9, and 1 is count 80. Okay, so we have to pass this one here also. So x will be the number, x y z will be number, x y z. Okay, and here will be the count. Okay, so you can see that we have a state object in which we have 5 variables, name, x, y, z, and count. So see, let's suppose we have to use this name more than once in this DOM, virtual DOM. So we have to write this dot state dot name. Similarly, if you want to print this one more time here, you have to write similarly with name. Again, if you want to print, then you have to write this one like. Okay, so the multiple times you call the state object, we have to write this dot state dot name, this dot state dot name. So for that we can use the destructing. Okay, so for that you can write like this constant, and here you can write the name equal to this dot state. Okay, so now you can what you can do, you can only use this name variable in place of this name, and you can replace with them. Okay, so you can see it will work. So what we have done, we have destructed the this dot state, and we have taken out the variable name, and we have to just write the name more than one. Okay, so the benefit of using this one is that you don't have to carry this dot state everywhere. Okay, so this will help you to increase your performance, because this dot state has a vast list of data. This time we have only 5, but it may have also thousands of variables. Okay, so every time you carry this one, so it will consume your time to search between this dot state and will print the name. So better you write like this. Okay, now you can also write multiple here, like x, y, z, whatever the thing you are going to use inside this one, you can take it out here. Okay, so this is called the destruction of state. Similarly, you can destruct your props also. So let's suppose your props are is this dot props. Here your props don't have anything, so you don't have to. Okay, so const. Okay, so your props don't have anything right now, so it's simply, so just I will pass it here from like name, and I will pass it here Angular. Okay, so it will giving error because you have to mention it on the interface as well. So you have to mention in the interface as well. Okay, now you have a prop called name, but what is the error here? If you use the same variable name and here also the name in the state, it will conflict. Okay, so for this you have to rename this name here so that you can use your props name. So you can rename it like n, whatever you want to rename. Yeah, or you can write like props name to p name. You can write p name here as well, and where you want to show, you can write the p name as well. Okay, so you can see that the Angular is written. Okay, so this is the destructing of props. So props is also an object, and you have to take out the whatever the variable you want to use. You have to take this out so that you don't have to write again and again this dot props, because this dot props is a large object and it will take time to search dot name each time you write. Okay. Now the third concept in destructing is that you can set the default value as well. Okay, so let's suppose I have a variable and here and in props, and I have written it here like value val, and I have given a value smart. Okay, so what I have done, I have taken out the value variable from this props, and I have set the value default smart. So I have to mention it here as well, that val is a prop. Okay, so the thing is that we have defined val and we have set the default value here, but we are not getting the props from here. See, props is missing here. Okay, so let's suppose props, sorry, val equal to, let's suppose empty. You can pass it null as well. Okay. So you can see that we have set the default value here. Okay, and if you print this one val here, what will happen? It will print. It is printing the null value. But let's suppose you don't have any value here. Okay, let's suppose you don't have val here. Okay, and you don't have val here. Okay, so it will throw error, but if you will use interface, it will throw error that you will have to mention that one exists. But if there is no interface, then you will set this one as smart here. Okay, so you can see that it is printing the smart. This warning is only for the interface. Okay, so you can set the default value from here, otherwise you will get the whatever the value is coming from your props. Okay, So this is called the destructing of props and state. So this example is for the class-based application, class-based component-based, class component-based application. So if you want to use within the function-based, so basically in function component you have to write the use state and you define the separate state. So in that case you don't have need more to destruct your state there. But in case of props, you can similarly, without using this, you can mention. So in the class component, you don't have to write the this. You will only have to write the props, and you will just write like this only in the function component. So that will work there as well. Okay, so this is the topic called destructing of props and state in React. Okay.